guys, welcome to my channel, Court the Nurse Realtor, and I am Court the Nurse Realtor. If you are new to my channel, welcome. And if you are oldie but a goldie, hey girl, hey boy, hey, welcome back to my channel. So if you are oldie but a goldie, you will know that if you see me in this scrubs and with the stethoscope, this is going to be a nurse related video. And this video today is just talking about my experience going to nursing school in the U.S. Virgin Islands. So if you're like, child, you know, I want to go to nursing school, and I want to go somewhere different, but I'm not sure. If you've heard of University of the Virgin Islands and their nursing school and you just want to know more about it, if you want to just be plain on nosy, go ahead and stay tuned to this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and ring my bell. Ring my bell, ring-a-ling-a-ling. Ring my bell so you can stay notified of my weekly videos. Okay guys, so let me just give you a rundown. My name is Courtney. I'm a registered nurse, and I've been a registered nurse for, this year will be 12 years. I went to nursing school in the U.S. Virgin Islands to the University of the Virgin Islands Saint Croix campus. Okay? So with that being said, I get a lot of questions like, why did you go to Saint Croix? How did you like it? What type of experience it was? And I just wanted to share with you all because I think it'll be motivation. You guys post a lot under that video about I'll put it up here why how I did not get into nursing school, so I'll put that video here. And if that's just a little bit of history of what happened and how I ended up at the University of the Virgin Islands. So if you want that backstory, go ahead and watch that first, then come on back here. So with that being said, I applied to University of Alabama. I know, another clothes place. I applied to Hampton University, and then I applied to University of the Virgin Islands. And how University of the Virgin Islands came about was because I had this girl that went to high school with me. She went to nursing school in Puerto Rico, and I was like, ooh, I might need to do that, but girl, I don't speak a lick of Spanish, so maybe I should try the Virgin Islands. And how I knew about the Virgin Islands was one of my friends was from there. She was from Saint Croix, so it just kind of came to my mind, and I did it. And I googled it, I searched it, and I found it, and I just did it. I was like, what the heck can I lose? Mind you, I had never been to an island at that point. I had never been to an island, or maybe I had been to the Bahamas, but I had never had any real experience with living on an island. I had never been to Saint Croix. I had never been to the campus. I had never seen any footage. I just said I'm gonna do it. I got into University of Alabama. I got into Hampton, but when the option came up to be in an island, who was gonna turn that down? So I talked it over with my mama, and I had a friend who I talked it over with, and him and I were talking, and I was like, yo, I was thinking maybe I should just stay here, you know, try to figure it out. He was like, no, go and do it. Like, you only live once. And for whatever reason, I did it. And you guys, let me tell you, I ain't gonna lie, when I got to Saint Croix, I was culture shocked, you know, because first of all, when you land, the airport is outside, and I was like, okay, when you get your luggage, it's outside. So I'm like, what the AC? So that's like, oh, AC not on the island like that. So I was like, huh? So we got to the dorms, and I was like, Ma, it ain't no AC here. Like, what I'm finna do? They was like, oh, it's a trade wind, it's a cross breeze. I was like, excuse me, say what? But like, I ain't gonna lie, I got used to it. I came to grips with it. So much more came out of that. Yes, I did go to nursing school there. Yes, I did get my degree from nursing from there. But I got so much more. I really, truly, that I feel like I found my second home in Saint Croix. Like, it feels like home to me. I met so many great people that are like my genuine good friends to this day. And it just afforded me a lot of opportunities outside of my scholastic endeavor. So this is our Office of Administration. And so this is one of our classrooms, aka study labs as well. And these were our other classrooms. And in the back is our simulation lab. And in these other rooms over here are our actual classrooms as well. So they have like different years going on, just like any other school. But this is where your girl got them credentials, and it was one of the best decisions ever to come to the university of the Virgin Islands. I wish I was able to catch my administration here, my teachers here, because they still work here. They care so much about the island. They care so much. Oh my gosh, I can tell you all the freaking tests that we had to take here. Oh, this room right here is like the test room, the doom room, okay? Schooling over there was very different. So when I went to school there, they did the classes for the nursing program in blocks. So like you would do fundamentals of nursing and that practicum. Then you went on to doing like your med-surg practicum, but it was like med-surg 1, med-surg 2. Then the following semester, or med-surg 1 was a semester, med-surg 2 was another semester, and then with those you would start to pair your psych, your OB, your psych, OB, and then we did another, I can't even remember, that was so long ago, but it was done in blocks. So say for instance, if you didn't pass say for instance you passed Peds, but you didn't pass med-surg 2, you would have to wait a whole entire year for them to do that class again in order to pass. So I was like, hell, I was like determined to not fail any of those courses, and I feel like we had to get like a 70 something to pass. It wasn't like a low 70 either, and they were, I remember some girls like getting points like point something or 1 point like less than that, and they had to wait to the whole entire next year to finish that class. And I just said, God, I know I can't do that. I have to stay focused. I have to pass these classes. So girl, it was stressful, but that's like any other nursing school. It was stressful. I did live on campus. I stayed in the dorms on Saint Croix. And for clinicals, God is so good, because I ended up having some nursing students who was in the class with me, and they were from St. Thomas, and they brought their truck over, and so they would give me rides to clinicals. Thank you so much, Jamila and Monique. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, because you guys really saved my life. I don't know how I would have gotten to clinicals if it were not for you guys. You guys literally like thank you. I don't know if I ever thanked you guys, but thank you guys so much if you ever watched this. They were the reason that I got to clinicals, because I did not have a car, so God really provided in that aspect. But we would go to clinicals once a week at Juan Louis Hospital, which is the only hospital on Saint Croix. We had the care plans. We had to do, the thing about the hospital there on Saint Croix is that it is, of course, not like, it wouldn't be like a Johns Hopkins. Of course, there are things that you have to learn and had to improvise, and not improvise, but everything is still kind of like by the book, the traditional way. And I'm glad I learned that way, because let me tell you something. I could do drug dosage anytime, any place. I could set you a drip rate anytime, any place. I can do what I need to do when it comes to nursing. If I have all the equipment needed, or if I have a little bit of equipment, I'll be able to get the job done. And I attribute that to being a nurse in the islands. One thing about nursing that's different in the islands that's different from being here stateside is that nurses have a lot more respect in the islands. They're revered more. They have a lot more respect over there. So when I came back to the stateside and was a nurse, I was like, girl, especially being a black nurse, girl, I'm gonna watch this video right here. Like, I was just thrown aback, because when I was in nursing school, baby, we were like, you here, nurse? Oh my gosh. Like, they loved us. Like, our patients loved us. The community loved us, because they knew that we were doing a service to the community. So yes, another thing that I loved about Saint Croix was going to school, to nursing school in Saint Croix, is that I met so many great friends. And not for nothing, I went to Florida State, okay? And I met good people there. I met a lot of people that I'm still friends with. But my national network, because I know people, or I have not just know people, but I have true friends all over the country and internationally, because I went to school in the Virgin Islands. I met people from all over, and like, I'm literally still friends with them to this day. I took a travel assignment in San Francisco, and I stayed with one of my friends from Saint Croix. Like, he lived in Oakland, and my dog was like, duh, you could definitely like crash here. And that's how I navigated around all that high expensive housing in San Francisco. I had a friend that I stayed with. That friend I met in Saint Croix. Like, when I go to Saint Croix, most of the times I stay with friends from Saint Croix, unless, you know, I'm coming with people. But if I'm coming by myself, I'm staying with my really good friend that lives on Saint Croix. Friend of this channel, Brittany. So, yes. As far as island life, let's talk about cons. So cons, what I would say about cons about going to school in the islands is that scheduling. Like, if you fail a class, you're gonna be waiting a whole nother year. Well, this was my time. It might be different now. But if you fail a class, you gonna be waiting a whole year. And just because Saint Croix is on a track does not mean that St. Thomas is on the same track. That's how it was when I was there. So it's not like you can fail a class here in Saint Croix and then go to St. Thomas and make the class up. It doesn't work like that. Like, they operate in two different entities. So be mindful of that. The dorm, I didn't mind living on a dorm. They're like, I'm gonna insert some footage here. Wow. I used to work here. At this desk, I used to work here. My work study. I would study and make sure everybody was compliant with check-in.
I used to work in the gym.
In the boys' back, any cohabit that lives on campus. My room was all the way to the back. All the way back there. Where did you stay, Miriam?
I've been twice, so but this is mine back here, and I had the big room.
Me too. This were their dorms.
Walls to get in because Court would be over there in the front blocking them.
Wow. Memories. But the dorms, they were nice. I ended up having my own room the whole time I was there because they knew I had to study. So I had a big room. I had cross breezes. It was a great experience in that respect. So that part I was cool with. I will say that transportation is like, if you can have your own transportation, especially if you're going to do clinicals, because it's going to be hard to get to and from. You can take the taxi, but that's going to be tedious because you have to walk down to the taxi to the shanty to get the taxi. Then you have to walk down from the shanty when you get off to the hospital. So it's not undoable, but it's going to be a task. So I would say have a car. The food in the dorms was not all that great when I was there. No tea, no shade. But I mean, we got through it. Other than that, there's no other cons in my book. I mean, it was paradise. Like, there were no other cons. Like, it was amazing. Saint Croix as an island is a very beautiful island. If you have not seen it, here's probably my Saint Croix, my most recent one. I have 2 Saint Croix videos, but here's my Saint Croix video about being on the island. I literally, like I told y'all, this is my second home. I feel like that is like my home aside from being in South Florida, because there is, I just love it. The beaches are beautiful. The people are good. Like, I just have a love for the place. It is not a touristy island in the sense that if you think you're gonna come there and get like a Bahamas, Jamaica vibe as far as tourist attractions and all that stuff, it's not really like that. You may love St. Thomas better, but St. Croix is more of a real island feel. It moves on island time. Like, the pomp and circumstance is not really there. Like, it's really kind of like St. Thomas will be the city, St. Croix would be suburbs, if that's some type of perspective. But I love it. And all in all, like, I have all intentions on moving back or living there like 6 months out of the year and 6 months here. Like, I'm still trying to figure out how I can have a house there and a house here, because that's how much I love the island and that's how much I just enjoy being there. And if I could probably live there all the time, I would. But I really feel like 6 months out of the year, or having a vacation home, or being able to go there when I want and stay in my comfortable setting, is like one of my life goals. So yes. It really, like I said, going to school in the Virgin Islands, Saint Croix, was not only a scholastic endeavor for me. It was not only like academia or getting my degree. It like really kind of changed a lot of things about me. It revealed a lot of things about me to myself. My friends say I'm a different person when I'm there, not in a bad way, but just like I am a different person when I'm on Saint Croix. So I can't speak enough about it. It does have its pros, it does have its cons, like any other place. But for me personally, going to school there, dealing with the teachers and this and that, it was just a whole nother vibe opposed to me. I feel like I got treated right. I feel like they cared. They wanted to see me do good. Whereas in other places, I may not have gotten that type of feeling or that type of nurturing. That's the word that's coming on, nurturing, when it comes to schooling. So if you are somebody who's like, oh my gosh, I can't get into this nursing school, I can't get into that one, I encourage you to think outside of the box. I really do. I encourage you to think outside of the box. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to comment, and most importantly, I love you, but God loves you so much more. God bless you.